Hello and welcome back to the Looking Stylish YouTube channel. Today's video is all about the 5 steps to creating a holiday capsule wardrobe. So if you're just about to go away, hopefully this one will be useful for you. I've just got my notes here just to make sure that I don't forget anything, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so when we go on holiday, how many of us pack everything but the kitchen sink? We have to have a pair of shoes to go with every single outfit. We need those little beaded clutch bags. We've got to have tons of jewellery. And actually, when you get there, what you find is that there's a few things that you wear and the rest of it just stays in your suitcase for the rest of the holiday. So today I wanted to talk to you about how to avoid doing that, to make sure that you have plenty of outfits to wear on your holiday. It's not going to be boring, you're not going to be restricted, but you will wear everything that you take with you, bar maybe just a couple of bits. So let's get started. Also, I just wanted to say, if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'm going to have a special offer for you as well, so look out for that. So let's get started. So step number 1 is all about planning and research. So obviously the first thing is how long are you going to be away for, but also what are you going to be doing while you're on holiday. Is it going to be a sightseeing trip? So are you going to need comfortable shoes? Are you going to need some kind of a tote bag to carry things around in? Are you going to be doing any water sports or playing tennis or golf? So you need to think about all of those things that you're going to be doing whilst you're away. And of course, most importantly, what's the weather going to be like? It's so easy now just to go online and look up the location that you're going to and check what the weather's going to be like for the next 7 or 14 days or however long you're going to be away. So you don't have to pack that extra jacket just in case it's going to be chilly. You don't have to pack an umbrella in case it's going to rain, because you'll know what you actually need for the weather whilst you're there. And then the third thing is thinking about whether there are any items that you need to take with you. So for example, if you're going somewhere where there are cultural or religious requirements, so some temples, for example, won't want you going into them without wearing sleeves. Some places you might have to cover your head. So you need to do a little bit of research to find out whether any of those things apply as well. So that's step 1. Once you've done your research, you can actually start to plan what you're going to need. And that's where we get into step 2. So this is a case of working out how many outfits you're going to need. So think about what you're going to be doing during the day. So if you're going, say for 7 days, you're going to need 7 daytime outfits. But you might need 2 or 3 changes during the day as well. So if you are doing some activities, you might need a general daytime outfit if you're doing a bit of sightseeing. Perhaps if you're going to play tennis in the afternoon, you're going to need your tennis outfit. You might even have a swim after that, so you need a pool or a beachwear outfit, and then of course your evening outfit as well. So it's thinking about all of the activities that you're going to do, what you're going to be doing on each day, just a rough idea, and then also for the evening. So in the evening, if you're going out for dinner, are you going to be going to places where you want to dress up a little bit, or are you going to be having relaxed dinner? Or are you going to be having relaxed dinners? If you've rented a house, you might be doing barbecues in the evening and you don't need to dress up. So it's just a case of now thinking about how many outfits you need for each day that you're away. And of course, don't forget your travelling outfits. So you're going to need 1 for going and 1 for coming back. And depending on where you're going, if it's long haul, you might need a nice cosy sweater or a wrap to wear on the plane. I quite often get chilly on long haul flights. Alternatively, you might get really hot on the flight, so you want layers that you can take off. And you're also going to want an outfit that perhaps doesn't show the dirt, that doesn't wrinkle too much. If you're on a long haul flight, chances are that something could get dropped on you, so a darker colour might be better. And cosy socks, that kind of thing. So thinking about all of the outfits plus your travel outfits as well. Step 3 is about creating a colour scheme. And this is where it means that you don't have to take a pair of shoes for every dress that you're taking with you. Because if you've created a colour scheme, you're going to need maybe 3, maximum of 4 pairs of shoes. So I'll explain what those are in a minute. So thinking about your colour scheme, I'd say 1 to 2 neutrals, and then maybe 3 to 4 accents, and I'd also include in this a couple of prints as well. So for the summer, the neutrals could be navy and white. White always looks good on holiday, and of course both of them will go with anything else that you put into the capsule. And then 2 or 3 neutrals. I typically, for me, have something like a red or a coral. You might choose a pink, you might choose a turquoise, something like that, because that looks great with white on holiday as well. And then some prints. And with the prints, try and find things that pick up on those other colours. So if you've got an accent of turquoise and an accent of coral, maybe you could find a print that's got those 2 colours in it, plus your white or your navy. So it's just having a look around. And once you've thought about a colour scheme, it'll be much easier to actually find the things that you want as well, because you can discard everything else that isn't in your colour scheme. Of course, if you can't find the colours that are in your colour scheme, you might have to vary it slightly, and you might have to think about putting in some different colours to the ones that you'd originally thought of. And I'd suggest key pieces were in neutrals. So if you're going somewhere hot, you might want a couple of pairs of shorts and a pair of trousers for during the day, a pair of capri pants or something like that. And I'd say perhaps have a white pair of shorts or capri pants, perhaps have a navy pair, because then you can use the accents for all of your tops. You can use accents and prints in your tops and in your dresses as well, if you want to take dresses with you. So think of the neutral items being key pieces, and then the coloured and the accent items being things that will swap in with those key pieces. Now, I mentioned shoes earlier, and a great thing to do with shoes is to have 1 pair in your neutral, 1 pair in one of your accents, and then a 3rd pair either in your 2nd accent, or I always think that taking something metallic is a great idea because they go with absolutely everything. So you could get a pair of gold or silver sandals, and they would go with everything that you've got with you. They'd work with the white, the navy, and all of the colours as well. So typically, if I was thinking about a capsule wardrobe for me, I might take a pair of navy wedge sandals, so I've got a little bit of height. I might take a pair of flat espadrilles, say in red, one of my accent colours, and then perhaps a sort of block-heeled pair of sandals in a gold. And then I'd know that I've got something that goes with all of those pieces. You might also want to add in a pair of flip-flops as well to go with your beach wear if you need that. So with those 3 pairs, you can pretty much work with everything. And if you've got room, you might want to pop in another pair of coloured sandals as well. Now for step 4, we're going to start creating groups of items. So for example, 3 bottoms, 3 dresses, 3 tops, the 3 pairs of shoes or sandals. And typically what I would do is have 1 in a neutral, 1 in an accent, and perhaps 1 in a 2nd accent or a print. So then you can start really mixing and matching everything together. So start pulling together the items that you want to include in the capsule. And when it comes to accessories, do the same thing. So if you wanted, say, a beach bag in a neutral colour that goes with all of your swimwear, perhaps a bag that you take when you're out sightseeing, and again that could be white or it could be a basket which will go with everything, and then a little clutch bag and something that's perhaps beaded and pretty for the evening. And if you can find something that's beaded that's in some of the colours that are in your capsule, then great. And a really good place to look for those is Accessorize. They do lots of them and they are a really good price as well. I'll put a link in the description box for you. And also with these 3s, think about some accessories as well. So pretty necklaces on holidays, things like shells and wooden beads and that kind of thing work really well, or some brighter pops of colour with your jewellery. Dangly earrings work really well, and those kind of things are really popular at the moment. And again, you can pick them up quite cheaply. Places like, I love Kate Spade, I love the jewellery that they do. Marks and Spencer's always has a really good selection and at good prices. And again, I mentioned Accessorize, that's another really good place to look for them. And actually Mango's pretty good with jewellery too, so there's a few options and ideas where you can look for some of these pieces. And also you could take a couple of scarves, especially if you've got a long haul flight. As I mentioned earlier, you might want a wrap or something to wear on the flight. And something like that, if it's a nice big one and it's cotton, you could use as a sarong as well. So packing a couple of scarves which can protect your shoulders in the heat, or can be a wrap for you in the evening over a dress. And then also, as I say, you could use them as a sarong as well. So think about how you can make things multitask. So on to step 5, and that's all about actually creating outfits. So if you start laying out all of your outfits and making sure that they work, at this point you might think of something that you've missed, or you might think that a different pair of sandals would work with more of the outfits. And you might also find that you can take some things out that you don't actually need them when you start planning those outfits. And once you've laid them all out and got them all sorted, each time you create a new outfit, take a picture of it. And then when you're on holiday, it's really quick and easy to refer back to that picture and put your outfit together. And also when you come to packing, it's really good because you've got a record of everything so that you don't forget anything when you're packing as well. So that's the top tip, is lay them all out, plan the outfits and take pictures of them to save you time later on. And then step 6 is a bonus step, and this is all about packing. And when I pack my things, I roll them, and I get far more space out of my suitcase doing it that way. It works better than any other packing method that I've done in the past. And I won't go into all of that now because I did do a video on it a while ago. It was actually a winter capsule that I packed, but the method is exactly the same. So I'll link that in the description box below. I did also do a little ebook on creating and packing a capsule wardrobe, which shows the technique in there as well. So I'll link that for you in the description box as well. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. I hope that you're going to enjoy putting together your holiday capsule wardrobe now. I hope that you're not going to need a crane to lift your suitcase now that we've narrowed everything down and made it really work together. Right, so I did promise you an offer at the end of the video, and that is if you want to take all of the hassle out of doing this, then you can get me to do it for you. So all you have to do is fill in a questionnaire and I will do everything else. I'll find the right colours, the right sizes, the right pieces, and I'll put all the outfits together for you as well. So to do that, if you want to order a 7-day capsule, I'll put the link for that in the description box, and I'm offering you 20% off of the price of a 7-day capsule with the code HOLIDAY7. And if you want to order a 2-week capsule, I'm doing the same offer. I'm going to give you 20% off a 2-week capsule, and you need to use the code HOLIDAY14. So if you don't want to do it yourself, then please do get me to do it for you. I will have limited resources, so I probably can't do more than about 3 or 4 of these over the next couple of weeks. So if you do want one, get in quickly. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really hope that's going to help you pull together a beautiful holiday capsule wardrobe. Don't forget the little ebook that's down in the description box, and I will also put in some pictures of a holiday capsule wardrobe that I've created at the end as well. Okay, thanks for watching. If it's your first time here, then please do subscribe. We'd love to see you back again. I create a video once a week, so it comes out every Friday morning. And if you click on the little bell, that will notify you when the video is released, so you can get straight into watching it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please do give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.